here today, Matt, is it's important to me that I tell you and everyone out there what I believe and how I live my life. I believe that every creature on this earth, every one of God's creatures was created equal.
Are you here to express what you just said, or are you here to stop the financial bleeding?
I am here today because I want people to know who I am.
So, what are your thoughts on this? Because you haven't really had a chance to talk about it on our show.
Oh, Paula. First of all, I think that she should have said when Matt Lauer, very prickly, by the way, like, Matt, come on.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, he's just so off-putting. But I would have loved when he said, are you here to really tell people who you are or to stop the bleeding? If she would have said both. I mean, I want people to know who I really am, and I'm losing sponsors. I'm losing business right and left. I'd like to, bring this situation to triage, if you don't mind. But here's the thing about Paula Deen. Now, I'm not a big fan because I can't. I think about her food, and I'm going to need 2 chairs. But in general, I don't think she's probably a bad person. I think it's probably cultural racism, which doesn't really. It's not really an excuse, but like. If that's where she's from and that's the vibe, I don't think she went out one day and said, you know what, that N-word does not get used enough at the Dean house.
You know, it's one thing to judge her only based on what you've read in the deposition, but it's another thing to consider her actions. So the thing that makes me look at her as a racist is not necessarily just the deposition. I think about the accusations that have been charged against her. So Lisa Jackson is suing her for discrimination, and also some of the allegations include Paula Deen choosing to put light-skinned black people in the front of her businesses, so in service positions, and then dark-skinned black people in the back. Now, of course, she's going through a lawsuit, and the lawsuit will hopefully lead to some sort of investigation that will prove whether or not this is happening. Right. But if those are the allegations, those are pretty serious. Pretty serious.
And also, I guess, everyone's saying her brother, who she does a lot of business with, together they created a sexually hostile work environment. Like, what kind of good old boys came out